And what's going on, replay viewers, let's see who tunes on in. I see Julie BOG is the first one in the room, and Claudio Demetri, welcome. Good to see you by the book, welcome, and Robert T, welcome. Good to see you there, Din Din and Michelle King, welcome. Good to see you, Diana Lee, welcome. And M8R, welcome. Good to see you, Darlene, welcome. And Jack Spencer, good to see you, Jack. And Susan Barry, welcome. Good to see you, CB Earth Day. And Mary Lily, welcome. Good to see you, Doug, welcome. Several times on the coaster, awesome. Good to see you. Good to see you, CB Earth Day. Good to see you, Michelle King. Good to see you, JP, welcome. Good to see you, Nadine Smith. Bonsoir, bienvenue, Neboul and Kay. Good to see everybody, people. Daniel in Vermont, good to see you. Richie B, welcome. Mason Edens, welcome. Welcome to the South Ferry Terminal here at the Staten Island Ferry, people. Good to see everyone. 73 people are watching and a pittance of 35 likes. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I'll start walking when we hit 50 likes. And what about to say? We'll do between 12 to 14,000 steps today. So that's what we're planning to do today. But good to see everybody. Welcome. Good to see you there, Colleen. Welcome. Good to see you, Sortress. Welcome. Yasu. Good to see you. Welcome. Yasu. Hit the like button. It's free, people. But good to see everybody, people. Hope everyone's having a great, I forgot what day it is. It's Thursday. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday. Are you having a great Thursday? I hope you're having a great Thursday. Good to see everybody, people. Welcome to Lower Manhattan. As you look at the shrine of Elizabeth Ann Seton, the first American-born saint. That's that red brick-colored building right there. You love the free me. I love free 99 too. I love free 99 too. I appreciate that, Diana Lee. Let's get to 55 likes, 10 more likes. Let's get to 10 more likes, people. And we'll begin our broadcast. It's January 23rd, 2025. It's 2:50 in the evening here in New York City, -5 GMT all around the world. Good to see you, For Reals. Welcome. I appreciate that, For Reals. For Reals, thank you so much for your PayPal, for your super chat last night. Much appreciated. I am kind of shocked how many people watched last night because, it was, I guess, politics. It was a political and a community issue. But good to see everybody. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday or Friday if you're out there in Australia and New Zealand. Welcome. All right, 55 likes. 100 people watching. Let's enjoy New York City on a chilly, very cold winter afternoon. Last night was very interesting, yeah. Last night was very interesting, but I'm happy that you guys got to enjoy that. Brian Bell, good to see you. This is where we begin, ladies and gentlemen. This is a copper relief of the Costello plan from 1660. You're looking at New Amsterdam before it becomes New York. And this is derived from the Costello map, a hand-drawn map from 1660. And this will be Broad Street right here. And oh my goodness. And Diana Lee with a £5 super chat. Diana Lee, thank you so much with a very generous £5 super chat. Thank you for joining today's £5 club. Much appreciated with a big £5 super chat. Can I entertain you, Diana? I appreciate that. Thank you. But this is where we're at. We're like, technically, we're like in the water here. This is the old landfill we're on right now. But this is Fort Amsterdam. And then that is what's now Broadway. And then that's Wall Street, where the actual wall is. Good to see you, KK13. Welcome. But this is it. This is where we begin today. New Amsterdam, everybody. I just realized Federal Hall's open. Might as well take a little walk up to Federal Hall. Let's kind of do a little hodgepodge here of sightseeing. Welcome to New York. Unfortunately, we don't have our forward-facing microphone going today because it's cold. I might turn it on a little bit later on. It's only going to last about an hour, maybe a half hour, so we'll give it a moment. Isn't that cool there? Isn't that cool, Cake? Good to see you there, Lisa. Just got home from work. Nice. Hope you had a great day at work. Ooh, they got to put these signs here that nobody reads. Okay. Kind of a chill day here in Lower Manhattan. You know, I cannot wait to ride a bike in these new congestion pricing streets. It's kind of empty now out, which is, it's like perpetually Sunday now traffic, like Sunday traffic now always, which is nice. You know, actually, let's look at Broad Street. We always go Broadway. Let's do Broad Street. Look, the ferry just let off. The ferry just let off, people. Let's go Broad Street. Let's go Broad Street, see what happens on this chilly and cold Thursday evening. Yeah, let's go to Federal Hall. Why not? I'll show you guys Federal Hall. For the people who haven't seen Federal Hall. Dutch Miles approved poop spot, by the way. It's a poop bathroom. Poop approved bathroom. Oh my goodness. Good to see everybody. Welcome. Good to see you, Lee and George. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. I got a little bit of fun history right here in this building. Maybe for another time. Actually, if you go digging around a live replay, you find out what I did in this building. Good to see you, Lee. Good to see you, David Bangor, Maine. Good to see you, Jack Spencer. Welcome. I appreciate that, Jack. I appreciate that. Thank you. It was an interesting stream yesterday. I'm happy I was able to. I was not expecting my phone to overheat yesterday. Good to see you, Denise. Welcome. I didn't realize having two phones charging simultaneously, I think the battery puts a bigger output on it. So I guess the phone was wow, this building went up quick. Oh, this is actually I have my first time seeing this. I've heard about this. Good to see you, Denise. Good to see you, Teresa. This is an office building. Do you guys remember it was painted red? Well, the bricks were red originally. And these are like the original windows, but they made larger windows here because they're turning this into a condo here. Oh shit, good to see you there, Dave. Awesome, Diane, I appreciate that. Wow. This is usually the red, see, that's the original color of the building right there. It's like red. Wow, they did that quick. It's fun seeing these places that you've seen your whole life change and get new uses out of them. Good to see you, Daniel. Welcome. And Lynette Jackson, welcome. Okay, let's see this construction site here. Oh, bloody hell, making me nervous. Oh, making me nervous. Okay, there we go. The light is ours, people. Yay. See, that's the original. Those are the original. I guess, oh, they painted the bricks. Oh, they painted so they took bricks away and they repainted them. Okay. There's the original color of the building. It had much smaller windows. Now it's like they're putting in nice big windows. Good to see you, Neville. That's wild. Looks like a new building. It looks like a new building. Wow. Thank you so much, Christian Hansen. Sanchez, thank you so much, Christian Sanchez. Good to see you there, Strawberry Fields. Good to see everybody, people. On this chilly day, I got to do my best to keep moving because it's the only thing that's going to keep me warm. Yeah, KG, it's kind of wild, KG. They took away the corner here. I don't know where the corner begins or ends. All right, let's go right here. Wow, it looks like a new building. Holy shit. See, those are the original size of the windows right there. So they're painting them and they're making windows. Wow, this is fascinating. Wow. Am I okay out here? Yes, I am, Daniel. It's not too bad. As long as you prepare, it's easy. Wow, that's a while. So again, this is a commercial building becoming a residential building. Yay, the old neighborhood. The old neighborhood. I love taking a romp around the old neighborhood. Even though I'll be here on Saturday. And probably again for a live stream. Anyway, let's go north on Broad Street, right by one of my favorite bars here in New York, Francis Tavern. A lot of history right here. A lot of history. Good to see you, John Burke. Welcome. Oh, right here. Wow. And Neville Luna with a $2 super chat. Neville Luna, thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $2 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $2 super chat. Have a beer where history was happening. I hope you guys were reading that. I want to keep moving. And also a bunch of presidents have had beers in there too. So you could have a beer there if you want. And the museum is pretty nice too. Good to see you there. I love the 80s. Welcome. I appreciate you guys hitting that like button. Kind of quiet out here. I like it. I like it. It's a Thursday. This is a Thursday. Even on the coldest days of winter, there should be more people out here. Unless the city's falling apart and depopulating. Or as Cash Jordan could say, nobody could live here. Anyway, I am turning into an icicle, Daniel. But I'm going to keep going, man. I am perceiving over the... I am persevering over the cold, and I hope you can too. Anybody can. Because you've got to put your mind to it, and also prepare correctly. Good to see you from Belfast. Ronan O'Reilly, good to see you there. Out there in Belfast. Ooh, be careful out there. Be careful out there with those high winds there, Ronan. Good to see you. Good to see everybody, people. Hit that like button. Woo! If I walk into the wind, oh yeah, it's cold, man. Ooh. 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 I'd say there's one thing that has always been the same here in Lower Manhattan is that even on the coldest winter days, I got people smoking cigarettes. So I always get that waft of tobacco. That's how I know I'm downtown. Oh, good to see you, Memtotobe. Maria, the snow is in the outer boroughs. Here in Manhattan, they've done a good job clearing away the snow. So you're not going to see too much snow here in Manhattan unless it's like on a grassy surface. Probably looks nice in Central Park. Good to see you, Dazapants. Probably looks nice still in Central Park and all that, but like here and like where everyone walks around and you get the big buildings, it's long gone. Even on the day it snowed, it was like gone by the time it stopped snowing. So I was planning, like I was saying to myself before, I was like, should I wear boots today? And I decided not to because I know Manhattan would be like this. But good to see you, Dazapants. Good to see everybody, people, on this freezing cold day. Yeah, no, the ice is the nightmare to walk around in. It's the ice. I am terrified of one thing happening. That's, of course, ice falling from a building. We have caught that on a live stream in the past where we were not that far from here. Probably closest to where Brooklyn Bridge is. And we were walking up a street, and luckily we were under scaffolding. Actually, we were right by Foley Square. We were right by Foley Square, and African burial ground. And we were luckily underneath scaffolding, and the thunderous sound hitting that scaffolding. What happened to the Christmas tree? No, I'm so sad. I just wanted to have Ramona have that one moment with this Christmas tree. That's all I fucking wanted. Would have made it. Just wanted that one goddamn moment. Stock exchange, where the money is made and nightmares created. Good to see you, Neil. Good to see you there out there in Stone Mountain. I see you. We need more trees in the streets? Yeah. Here in Lower Manhattan, I don't think. All right. Stay warm. Stay warm. Let's head inside Federal Hall. Ooh. Ooh, is that really happening? Hold on, people. Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, having a battery problem here. Hold on. Stand by. We are having a... How the hell did that happen? Let's try this again. Hopefully that works. And thank God we got a bench. Oh, shit. Okay. Hold on, people. Okay. Okay. Shit, wasn't expecting that. Okay. All right, we're plugged in now. That's good. See, this is the problem. When we start getting below 30 degrees, all the problems start happening. Let's catch up with the chat. Yes, we do need more trees in the street. Trees are a security concern? Probably, yeah. Good to see you, John Laura. Welcome out there in Staten Island. Good to see you, Oleg. Welcome. Santa Valentine's took the Christmas tree away? Yes, indeed. Santa Valentine. I like that. It's like a new bootleg character, everyone. A new bootleg character has entered the chat. Santa Valentine. Good to see you there. Good to see you, JW3. Welcome. I know Beaks. Where the hell is Beaks? Good to see you there, Brian Bell. Sal Muscles, JW3, Liz, aloha. Welcome. I'm doing my best to stay warm, Jim. Good to see you. Good to see you, Liz. All right, kids. Good to see you, JJ. Oh, I had to scream that out. That felt so good. That actually happened at the World Trade Center, so we should go over to the World Trade Center and scream that out. Listen, Prince Hakeem Jeffries gave them a whole paper bag full of money. They're back in the industry. They're in crypto, if you guys don't know. The Duke and Duke are in crypto. They're trading Solana and meme coins. Good to see you there, Robin. Welcome. I still want to know, what is the inherent value in a meme coin? I have not been given a straight answer on this shit yet. Are you doing mathematical equations? Are you planting trees somewhere? Anyway, activity 79. Good to see you. Yes, Federal Hall's open. And this is the long ass line for something. Let's go Federal Hall, people. Let's go Federal Hall. Yes. Let's get warm for a second. Walk in the warm embraces of Rotunda. Ah, yes. Federal Hall, everybody. Welcome. I love this place. Ah, yay. So this was the sub-treasury and the customs house. Good to see you, Patrick. This is a Dutch Miles pooped approved bathroom where George Washington became our first president. I will always stand up for injustice. Just a heads up, people. I think my moral compass is pretty good, and I know when people are bamboozling me. So, in honor of George Washington and everybody else who's made this country what it is, it's so cool. Good to see you there, Joanne. Yeah, this is where George Washington became our president. And the railing is still here. How cool is that? I love this place. I think they're getting ready to close, right? Should be about that time. Well, they got an hour. We got an hour. This is how this building starts out. This was the original City Hall from 1730. Look at how big the city was back then. Just sparsely populated, 1730. And then we moved to the second iteration of Federal Hall. This was built in 1789 and lasted until 1790, so just a single year. This is where George Washington becomes our president. Look how big New York is now. City Hall, the Commons, right there. And you see good old George. Good old George Washington doing his oath. And this is where we're at now. This is the Customs House built in 1842 and is operated as a Customs House until 1862. Then became the Sub-Treasury in 1862 until 1920. Actually, let me see. I doubt it. Hey, man, any word about the Bible coming back?
That is probably not the prohibited. That actually is not the property of.
Interesting. Oh, I learned something new, ladies and gentlemen. I thought the Freemasons were just holding it for safekeeping.
Feel free to scan this over.
Okay. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Oh, we learned something new today. But this is my favorite artifact in Federal Hall is the actual Bible. It's usually in this case right here. If you check out the replays, we have seen that Bible here. But oh, it wasn't property. It's not property of Federal Hall, which is interesting. I didn't know that. I learned something very important today. This is the inaugural procession. Little model, which is so cool. And then these are actual ephemera from the inauguration. Good to see a CM, good to see a KG. Welcome. That's so cool. A perfect place to warm up. Let's get back out in the cold, everybody. Welcome to New York City, where it all began and where the story continues to be told. Let's get out of here. Nice and warm in here, though. I could stay in here all day. I could stay in here all day. And it's absolutely free to visit. And it's pretty much only open on the weekdays. So I think they close at 4 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. But since the main entrance is not open over on Wall Street, you got to come in through the back end here on, right, this is Pine Street. But Pine Street is nice because it's like the back end, So I didn't realize, I thought the Freemasons were holding, the Bible hasn't been there since COVID, right? It was like the first thing I noticed when they reopened Federal Hall was that, you know, where's the best artifact? Where's the Bible? And then one of the parks people said, because it's federal parkland, by the way, so it is run by the Department of Parks, he said that the Freemasons were holding on to it. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, all right, that makes sense, you know. Freemasons holding on, but I did not know that, and I guess I might have just glanced over it. I didn't know that that was the Freemasons' Bible. So the Parks Department and the federal government do not own the Bible. George Washington did his oath on. It just kind of, I don't know, it kind of proves the whole Freemasonry thing. You know, the Simpsons episode told you everything, people. Just a heads up on that. The stone cutters, everyone. Anyway, well, hopefully you'll be back soon. Can I write the Freemasons? Hey, are you a Freemason watching a live stream right now? Can you put in a letter? And Dutch Miles would love to show the inauguration Bible George Washington used. Lower Manhattan. My favorite part. I got a little bit of snow up here. We got a little bit of snow here on Broadway. Yay. Yay. All right, 29. It's warm, people. It's warm. I think going into the warmth of Federal Hall also helped the battery situation. So that's good. The battery's rebounding now. I don't know why the connection knocked off. That was weird. But then again, it is cold, and when these things get cold, they sometimes don't want to work. Here's some snow, everybody. Here's just a little bit of snow on the ground. Of course, all in the bike lane, but downtown here you could ride. I would ride on this street here. I'll take a lane. Supposedly it's on Capitol of the U.S. Is it? That's interesting. There might have been more than one Bible. So that is a possibility. Wow, interesting. I gotta look into that, KG. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know that. Oh, those wacky Freemasons, everybody. Anyway, this is Zuccotti Park, everyone. The lights are still on the trees here. But we have lost our Christmas trees, the first and last location in New York City that a lot of tourists go to. And had Christmas trees. And anyway, yeah. Are you a Freemason? Call 1-888-DUTCH-25 and tell us your story about Freemasonry. Good to see you, Kirk. Welcome. Let's go down to the Hudson River. I saw an Instagram reel. I forgot. I was going in the wrong direction here. I saw an Instagram reel on the way here, and supposedly there's ice in the Hudson River. So let's see that. You don't get to see that too often. So good to see you, Kaz and Robert. Welcome. Actually, you know what? Hey, if you have Pluto TV, there is a new station called oh my God, what is it called again? It's another one from the Nosy TV people. They play the old talk shows and stuff like that on there. And, what's it called again? It's called like Suspicion or something. Anyway, they play Maury Povich all goddamn day. Finally, I can move on from Cheaters. I just put on the Cheaters channel. It's great, but I'm starting to memorize the episodes now. At least with Maury, I could try to find myself in the audience. And I've been to Maury's show a lot, guys, so keep a keen eye out for me if you do end up watching these shows. Yeah, awesome, Joanne. Oh my goodness. And Nadine Smith with a $10 super chat. Nadine, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $10 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $10 super chat. Walks in camera, welcome. I think my speaker might be already malfunctioning because it's so goddamn cold out here. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Let's see, it's gonna connect. All right, it's supposedly connected. Oh, this whole setup gets all weird, man. Good to see you, Arjan, welcome. Okay, reset the. That's what you do when you reset the TTS, even though I don't have TTS. Good to see you, 5 bags of popcorn. Welcome. Used to work over at Hanover Square. Nice. Oh, really? Wow. Interesting, Kaz. I am not the father, no. Take the underground route to the river. Oh, you know what, John? They're weird about live streaming in that corridor between, basically underneath the memorial. So the corridor between the Winter Garden and Oculus. They're always weird about live streaming in there. So I don't feel like interacting with people like that. Actually, guys, when I was starting up the live stream, well, when I was setting it up, I was actually setting up inside the Staten Island Ferry Terminal, and an undercover police officer came up to me. He was identifying himself, but an undercover police officer came right up to me when I took out my audio cables, which are very long and ungangly, and yeah, so he asked me what I was doing, and so I told him what I was doing. He seemed confused, and then his partner was quickly walking up to me, so I decided just to pack up everything. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to set up outside. You want to watch me set up? I'm going to set up my live stream outside, and that's what I did. I set up right on the tables out there, but anyway. I know, John, it's weird. Sometimes I can make it through there, and nobody bothers me, and then sometimes people will tell me to stop live streaming, so I'm not in the mood today. Awesome activity, 79. NYC girl, welcome. My fire trucks are awesome. Okay. Well, appropriate place to say that. Welcome to this is Memorial Plaza right here. This is the South Tower we're right by. 274 white swamp oak trees comprise Memorial Plaza. And there's one of my favorite trees, the calorie pear tree. So let's go say hi to Survivor Tree really quick. It's pretty out here with the snow. Oh, it's pretty out here. Interesting. Wow. So there's no placement, like necessarily of the trees. It's a very simple memorial. The memorial is called Reflecting Absence. And of course, I'm pretty sure the fountains are turned off at the moment. The last line of trees before you touch the names, this is where the wall would have been. And now we are in the footprint of the South Tower. Yeah. These plaques here are slightly heated so that water will never freeze on these. But my favorite tree in New York, Survivor Tree. She's a calorie pear tree. She survived both collapses of the World Trade Center. They found her right over here where number 3 World Trade Center stands today. So they found her not that far from here. The thing I love about this tree, my favorite thing about this tree, is that it's the first tree to bloom in the springtime and the last tree to lose its leaves in the winter or in the autumn. So if there's anything you want to pose and take a picture in front of, do me a favor, pose and smile in front of Survivor Tree, a true living monument to everyone we've lost here. And then, sadly, and I've never actually seen this part of the memorial before in snow. This is the Memorial Glade right here. And the Memorial Glade roughly corresponds to the location of where the loading ramp was for all the materials that came out of here. The loading ramp was approximately in this area right here. So what we have here is this pathway kind of flanked by these upthrustings of rock, Manhattan schist, the bedrock of Manhattan Island, and embedded in that bedrock is steel. That is Twin Towers steel right there. You know, Sal, I kind of agree with you with that. Yeah, the pandemic does feel like a million years ago, but September 11th feels like, for me, it feels like 2 weeks ago. It's like forever 2 weeks ago. Like I could tell you exactly kind of what was going on. Good to see you, Hank. Welcome. Here's Memorial Glade in honor of everyone we have lost and are still losing since September 11th. Michael Arad is the designer of the memorial. It's pretty amazing. Some of the largest man-made waterfalls in the world are right here. And underneath us is very complicated, because underneath us is the museum. And then below that is the for the PATH train loop at the World Trade Center. And then squeeze in all the infrastructure that brings in all this water to both of these reflecting pools. Those kind of grayed out buildings off in the distance, those are simply pump houses for each footprint of the World Trade Center. You know, I've never seen it with this much snow before. Pretty wild. Kind of just blank, anonymous buildings. This is roughly where the hotel would have been in the original scheme of it all. Mr. Jack's Axe, thank you so much for subscribing. It's forever 2 weeks ago. That's what it really does feel like for me, at least. And yeah, the pandemic feels like so much longer. And that was only, what, 5 years ago? It is, Cake. It really is. Dwayne, good to see you. Up there in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Hope you're staying warm. Hope you're staying warm, my friend. Hope everyone's staying warm. It's cold out here. The World Trade Center. An acre of space on every floor. Off in the distance, the oculus, meant to represent the spreading wings of a dove. And then that box over there, that square, that cube, that is the World Trade Center Performing Arts Center. Let's do the infinity point really quick. Yeah, I remember the trucks constantly rolling out before they started moving it by barge, because I live right next to the Verizon Narrows Bridge. So yeah, I breathed that in besides breathing in the fumes. Breathed that in for months. And I had to work downtown. Yay. The worst days were coming home and it smelled really bad at work. And then you get home and you could still smell it through the windows. That was awful. Good to see you, Haseen. Welcome. There's the infinity point. Robert T, welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Oh, the chat just rebooted.
For the first 5 years, for 852,
Yeah, Memorial Tower. Yeah, I mean, sorry, Infinity Point. Infinity Point. Good to see you, Patrick. Welcome. All right, kids. Let's go north. Let's just go north. Let's see if we can see some ice in the Hudson River. The ski kayaker, welcome. Good to see everybody, people. What's my favorite drink? My favorite drink is actually the one in my bag right now. I like lots of drinks. I like a variety of drinks, but today's favorite drink of choice is Canada Dry Grape Ginger Ale. And that is not a sponsorship, but if Canada Dry wants to sponsor me, I'll be much appreciated of that. Yeah, ice, ice, baby. Ain't that the truth? If you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Can we get to 275 likes? Oh, can we get to 275 likes? That'll be awesome. Hit that like button. It's free. It helps me out. They had the blackberry at my pizza spot. Yeah, they had the blackberry at my pizza spot also. Veronica Lynn, good to see you. Ginger beer is great. Corey's checking on in from the great state of Texas. Good to see you, Corey. Yeah, Florida got snow. The Gulf Coast got snow, which is, I mean, for blizzard warnings to happen in Louisiana is just insane. Oh my God, Hal's does make a great. You know what, Dave? I mean, Daniel. It's kind of hard to find that here in New York, oddly enough. It's hard to find that. I am a big. If Hal's Ginger Ale can sponsor me, I'll be forever grateful for that. That's my favorite ginger ale. I don't know, Dwayne. I don't know. Good to see you, Bill Thomas. Welcome. 200 likes. We hit 200 likes, and we get to 280. Can we get to 285? Look at the 285, people. Come on, it's free. Yeah, no, I'm getting used to the winter gear myself, Julie. Yeah. Good to see you out there. Good to see you, Dora, out there in Nottingham, United Kingdom. Welcome. Joss Dean, good to see you. Celtic Moon, welcome. Ooh, see this in Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan. You found that the CVS in Midtown Manhattan on 57th Street. Well, of course, the Billionaires Row CVS will have the grape. Of course, they will have the great Hal's seltzer. Thank you so much, Fawn Marie. It's only the beginning, Fawn Marie. It now goes to City Council, and then eventually the borough president. But I think the borough president's having some kind of fact, like the fact-finding thing. So. It'll be warm here in the States eventually.
I'm basically creating enough money to pay off the bank.
They don't have it on Thousand Airs. No, that's most of New York $1,000 airs, bro. Let's be honest.
Now he's gonna.
And this guy's being obnoxiously loud. I kind of doubt. Did you guys hear that obnoxiously loud guy? If you did, that means he's really loud. Because my microphone's buried underneath my throat. Who are these self-important people who have to talk in my ear? Anyway, this is West Street. Everything to the right of West Street here, this is Battery Park City. This is built on the reclaimed land from the original construction of the World Trade Center. Oh, did you guys hear him? That means he was really loud. My goodness. We got time on it. Yeah, he is gonna. No, I think he was intentionally talking loud. I think he was doing that by design. No, he wasn't a tour guide. No, he was talking about money. Which, who are these people who have to talk loud about money? They're not that special. Okay, I can see which direction the wind is moving. All right, I can see which direction the wind is moving. Yeah, I want to sound important yapping about money. I kind of feel bad for people like that, though, who have to project like that. I'm telling you, it's the quiet ones you have to watch. It's the quiet masses. That's who you got to watch out for. Usually the loudest people in the room don't produce nothing but shit. They don't produce nothing meaningful. Like, they may have like some short-term game going, but they're not here for the long haul. They're not here for the society. They're here for themselves. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? I have been listening to I have been listening today to nothing but James Baldwin and Maya Angelou, and I have been listening to so much shit today. Yes, indeed, ski kayaker, and they made that permanent. They made that permanent. Or actually, there was a temporary bridge up here in Vesey, right? Yeah. Right, are we north of Vesey? Or this is Vesey right here. This is Warren. Over there on Thames Street, it's still there. They made that permanent because everyone in Battery Park City loved that sky bridge so much. You know what I mean, Vern? You know what I mean? You can be here all the way in Hot Rod. Yeah. Am I north of Vesey now? Okay, good. Okay, I was about to say, I got confused there. Yeah, the pedestrian bridge is still there. Well, they made it permanent. It was a temporary bridge. It was so, it's so weird. I can still remember all the streets that were closed and all the detours. Like, I remember all of them. I remember when this was a parking lot. This is 200 West Street. I remember when this was a parking lot. This was a parking lot where they basically sifted through the remains in this big tent. This big tent they called the Taj Mahal. Oh, did you park there? Yeah. But it's crazy how I have memorized all of the detours and how it was, and what are we now, 23 years on, and I still remember it. The city does change so much. Oh, nice. Yeah, 2002, 2004, yeah. I'm down here a lot in those years, especially 2002, 2003. It was a different downtown back then. If you came here on the weekend, you couldn't find anything to eat. There was only a couple of grocery stores down here, I remember. Good to see you, Phyllis. Welcome. It was. So last night's result was good. The vote and the analysis is now going to go to the borough president and city council members, or councilman, and that's Justin Brennan. So Antonio Reynoso, the borough president of Brooklyn, and Justin Brennan. Now, those are two of my favorite politicians now. It's kind of wild. I've seen Antonio Reynoso. I've pretty much seen him. I've seen his rise. I've seen his whole career rise in real time. 2002, 2003, I became quite involved in local politics, more for cycling infrastructure. The cycling community as a whole, I kind of really went headlong into. And you can see some of those videos here on this YouTube channel. But, I became very much a part of it. And I remember Antonio Reynoso starting out as a council member, and I think he was a assemblyman for a while. And so what he is now, which is borough president, it just freaks me out that the Brooklyn borough, I am older than the Brooklyn borough president. That just freaks me out. I should not be older than the Brooklyn borough president. And then Justin Brennan, who's just a few years older than myself, he was basically in all of the elementary and high school classes 1 year ahead of me, or 2 years ahead of me. So I've also seen his entrance into politics, and I've kind of known him on an almost semi-personal basis here on the internet. It's kind of funny, all local politicians for Bay Ridge, they all follow me on Twitter, if that's worth anything nowadays. But so things that I'm very passionate about, I will become a part of and try to try to help out and guide the best. So this is Chambers Street right here, and then we got the light. I ain't paying attention. We got the light. But yeah, hopefully they don't vote for it. Now, if they do vote for it, that just means that they got paid off, which will, you know, let me down. I will be let down tremendously if the casino project goes through. Basically, we have two things we got to get past in order for the casino to happen, which is one, they have to demap Bowery Street, which, you know, we haven't got analysis from DOT yet about it. I wish DOT had more data on foot traffic than automobile traffic, but that's neither here nor there. But they have to do their own analysis. But if this street demapping gets approved, then that's the first really big hurdle to get the casino built at its current scope. There is a stepped down plan for the casino. It's still just as bad. So ultimately, we want something that is not going to go through. Can we just build a pavilion of fun? Can we build a big barn-like structure? Have a park on the top? Right? How hard is that? You know it's going to make money. Indoor, out. Why can't we build an indoor-outdoor water park with a rooftop park? How can we not make that happen in Coney Island? Look at this. I haven't seen this in years. Look at all the ice. That's how you know it's cold. Look at this. I haven't seen this in a while. Yay. Oh, I don't remember seeing this. I know I have a video somewhere here on this YouTube channel where I have video of the ice by the Verizon Bridge. Look how cool that looks. It looks pretty. Let's get out into the sun over there. That's probably going to be a really cool screenshot. Good to see you, Beverly. We're just going to go north today, Beverly. I have really no game plan today. The Duchess let me know about a couple of pop-ups that I think we might go by for you know, visuals. See what it's like. See what they're giving out, if they're giving out anything. And yeah. So we're just going north. We started in Lower Manhattan, and we're just going to kind of zigzag and meander. Again, today I'm all about showing you guys how cold it is. I mean, look at this. This is cool. You don't get to see this too often. And the main reason for this, that's a really cool screenshot right there. Let you guys get this screenshot here. So what's cool about this is that, so what's happening here is that the Hudson River is like a real river. It's fresh water. So the Hudson River comes down, and by the time it gets down here to New York City, this is an estuary, so it's brackish water. So this mixes in with ocean water. And hold on, people, we have somebody who thinks I want to hear his music. The sky is gorgeous. Let's get onto the pier. Let's get into the sun. And did you guys see the ice move around? Let's see if you guys see the ice move around here. I don't know why that guy decided to stop and play his music right in my fucking ear. What will these mortals be today? Look at this. It's a cool little shot. There you go. Yeah, look, the ice is moving. As you see, it's clear out there at the end of the pier. Water's really flowing out there. So the ice builds up here between the piers. So New York City is an archipelago. It is a estuary. Brooklyn and Queens are pretty much surrounded by the ocean. The East River is not a real river, but part of this tidal estuary here. So either end of the East River does go into the ocean. But the Bronx River and the main river, the Hudson River, those are real rivers. And Hudson River comes all the way down from the central part of New York State, near Albany, makes its way all the way down. But here it mixes with the ocean water, and it does take quite a bit more time for the ocean water to freeze. I think we got to stay below 25 for a sustained amount of time. Really, there was an oil barge stuck? Well, up in the Hudson Valley, right? Yeah. I could see that. The ferries affected? Some of the ferries are affected, yeah. time schedules may be a little bit loose, if you will, because of the ice and the water. Good to see you, Deb. Welcome. You know, Jack, the problem with the Coney Island Creek side is that there's going to be nobody who... This is a very complicated situation, but hold on. Hold on. Michelle King, thank you so much for being a member of Dutch Miles Plus for the last 36 months. I want to thank Michelle King and all the channel members for being one of us, one of us. Gooba gaba, gooba gaba, one of us, people. Steve Cruz, good to see you down there in New Orleans, Louisiana. Y'all did get hammered. I'm kind of amazed that in my lifetime I got to see it snow in New Orleans. I hope you and your family are safe, nice and warm and cozy. Welcome to frozen New York City, where it's very frozen. But getting back to Jack Spencer's comment, so why don't they build a casino on the creek side? So on the creek side of Coney Island, that floods pretty easily, and there's going to be no insurance policy in the world that's going to clear a massive project like that to get built along the Coney Island Creek. Also, the Coney Island Creek needs to be remediated. It's quite polluted, so in order for a project of that size to get built, you got to remediate the creek and the land around it, which will take a very long time and will be very expensive. So even though that's like the logical place because it's literally right next to the highway, you know, they want the beach, unfortunately. That area is zoned light industrial. Anyway, it's crazy seeing snow in Louisiana. I'm kind of amazed by that. And y'all got a blizzard warning, for goodness sake. They got a blizzard warning. A blizzard warning in... See what happens when we rename it? You see what happens when we rename the Gulf of Mexico? Anyway, good to see you, Steve LaPont. Welcome. Yes, they did. Yes, they did, Steve. Yes, a lot of the paid agitators left well before even the vote happened. And another funny thing was that as last time, a lot of the supporters of the casino project left all their signage behind. They didn't even bother to take it with them and throw it out. They just left it in the auditorium. So anyway. Yeah, northern Florida also got some snow. Yes, indeed, Ben. Good to see you. Steve, I don't think I remember the last time it snowed in Louisiana. If it did, it was a very long time ago. So I don't remember. I don't even remember any reports of that. I remember in the 80s it snowed in Tallahassee, Florida. But that's the only thing I could remember offhand. But it does have to do with the polar vortex. Yeah, it's a large, massive cold air that dips down, and it's kind of the very north, the northern pole of this Earth of ours. That air mass reaching down this far south. Wow, last time it snowed was 1989. I remember that's when it snowed in Tallahassee was 89. So okay. Lady there said I could see 1962. I could see 1962 also. Let's see, as you see, the ice just stays right here between the piers here. Also remember Battery Park City here. This is, obviously this is all built down, so this is a pier here where what I'm walking on is a proper pier where the water passes underneath, but as you see. Yeah. It even snowed in July. That's crazy. Well, that's crazy, but then again, that's Canada. Wow, 8.9 inches in Pensacola, Florida. That's insane. That's insane. What the hell's going on? These are beautiful views, though. I'll give it that, Maria. You don't get to see these kind of views too often, so let's take this in while we can. Right, it looks like it's breathing, right? Look at that. That's crazy, though. I can't believe they got that much snow. There's 7 inches where you are. That's insane. That's insane. Well, now you know. Wow. We got as much as a foot of snow in some areas? What? Yeah, more snow than New York and New Jersey. I'm about to say. Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore, New York City. That's more snow than this area. Wow, that's wild. Wow, Louisiana, Florida, welcome to the club. Welcome to the Winter Club. No more Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America. It's the Gulf of America. It's snow. It's snow. Florida get cold now. Gulf of America. It's snow now. Everybody gets snow in Gulf of America. Everybody gets snow. New rules, people. New rules. And Michelle King. And Michelle King with a $5 super chat. Michelle King, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. Right? It changed the name of it, right? Is hell freezing over? Stay tuned and find out, ladies and gentlemen. Will hell freeze over? Stay tuned and find out. If I could live stream hell freezing over, I'll be here for it. Good to see you there. Welcome. Edna M. Good to see you. Thanks for subscribing. Good to see you, MS. Welcome. Good to see you, Walks in Camera. Shallow, welcome. Susan Ingalls. Good to see everybody, people. I think we might get a nice sunset. What do you guys think? Yeah, certainly in hell now. Okay. No rules, people. As long as Ozzy Osbourne's still alive, right, guys? As long as Ozzy Osbourne is still alive, we're all right. Yeah, we might have a delay in spring training. Figures. Yeah, new rules, everyone. Spring training begins in July. I know, Beverly. 5 o'clock sunsets. Oh my God. Good to see you, Travis. Welcome. I guess we'll just keep on walking along the waterfront here, since you guys like seeing this ice and everything so much. I appreciate that, Michelle. Yeah, no snake. I know. We're getting a break. Yeah, we're getting a break, Steve. Yeah, no big storms on the horizon for at least the next 10 days. So I was getting excited for this winter, Steve. I have a feeling this is going to be it, but I hope I jinx it. I tell you, it's getting hard. You know what's getting harder? I'm going to be honest. It's for some reason, it is getting harder and harder and harder to kind of predict snowfall rates. Because now snowfall rates are either way too underreported or under, I guess, accounted for. I don't know how to, the crazier word for it, but you know, either the computer models are going too over or too under. They can't figure it out. There's a few people out here. There's people out here enjoying this. These are just cool shots down here with the sun and everything. Yeah, I gotta get near 50. Next Tuesday, it's gonna be 42, which is gonna be warm here in New York, which is good because me and the Duchess have an event to go to. We gotta look all cute and shit. So I'm happy it's gonna be in the 40s. There you go, everybody. Yeah, I saw that, Steve. Yeah, the average temperature is going back up. Average temperatures are going back up in February. So, I mean, I have a feeling we might have jinxed it and this is going to be it. But we'll see. Stay tuned, everyone. Find out. This is once you're discontent again. Yeah, I love Ozzy. Beautiful scene. Let's continue on. Let's keep on going. See, I feel the sun and I get warm. Yeah, Gabby, ice. We got ice on the Hudson River here. Not too much. It's not actually in the river proper. It's kind of gathered here between Battery Park City and this is Pier 26 right here. Ooh, look at that move. It's hypnotic. Look at this. Yeah, January is the coldest month of the winter season. Yeah, that's true. Ooh, that looks cool. That's trippy. That's really trippy. Yeah, it looks cool with the sun, right? Let's take this in one last time. I have a feeling this, actually looking at it, I might go behind clouds, but let's enjoy the view here. watching those waves waft through here. It's so hypnotic. Wow, I could stare at this all day. I could easily stare at this all day. This is how easily entertained I am. Hey, can one of those walking channel people, you know those people who don't talk behind the camera and they just show shit? Can y'all just get some ASMR of this ice moving around? It is a beautiful scene. No, the picture does make it look a lot warmer than it actually is. It feels good in the sun, Steve. Liz UK, it is a beautiful scene. Good to see you. Yeah, good stress relief, right? I'll do my best to keep up the amazing work. They're like puzzle pieces, right? That's how cold it is, everybody. All right, let's keep walking here. I'm getting too comfortable here, staring at the ice. I'm literally it's hypnotizing staring at the ice moving around like that. Oh, that's a cool dog. Oh, that's a nice warm dog. Cuddle up with that big guy right there. Oh. Wow, yeah, ice was moving. Oh, it's on Grand Street? Okay. Okay, Christian. Random comment brought to us by Schaefer Beer and the all-new Pop Top. For people who like having fun, for people who like having more than one, Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. Are they skating? No, they weren't skating. Nobody's skating on the ice here. Good to see you, Jeff. See, it's only in between the piers you get the ice buildup. I saw some video today of the ice coming down the Hudson River, and that looked pretty cool. You might be in Central Park, yeah? Well, if you go to Central Park, whatever you do, don't ice skate on the pond and the lake. Well, people definitely ice skating in the rink, of course. Absolutely. Here's Pier 26. You know, I watched My Dinner with Andre, and I keep playing that scene at the end of the movie where the guy is, you know, he treated himself to a taxi ride home, and he's saying all the places have memories and all that stuff, and I've been doing that lately. Like, I look at every single building and I say, oh yeah, I did this in that building, and that in that building. Yeah, Robin, the west side is pretty nice. This is Hudson River Park. Yeah, back in the day, they used to lower the level of the lake in Central Park so people could go ice skating on it. No, Rush fan. Oh, for only a $20 super chat? Risk my life for only $20? And anyway, that ice is too thin. Remember that it mixes with the salt water. So it's actually, when it moves around like that, you don't want to, believe me, you don't want to try to attempt to walk on it because you really can't. It's not like a solid thing. So, but for $20, come on, man. No way. Yeah, no, yeah, after Sunday is going to get nice and warm. Good to see you, Rush fan. You can't walk on this. It's impossible. Look at how much it moves. This is like common sense shit. Look at how thin that is. Look at how much this moves. That's like a $2 million request, yeah. And I still wouldn't do it. I know, Kay, that's very true. See how much the ice is moving? You can't walk on that. You go right through. Well, those are polar bears. I'm not insulated with I'm not insulated like a polar bear. I don't want to be a Darwin Award recipient, no. Yeah, New Yorkers are always out in 40-degree weather in shorts. It is hypnotic, though, staring at it. It's cool. I would probably get, to be honest, let's say I took a ladder down there. I'd probably get 1 foot into the thing and then go right through. It can't put you to sleep. Does it ever freeze solid? It has to be at least 25 degrees or below for a sustained amount of time for this area to freeze. It's done that in the past. I've been here for that. But again, it has to be below 25 for quite a long period of time. Again, we got to understand that this frozen ice that you see here, this is from further up the river, and it has settled down here. So, up in the Hudson Valley and all parts north, like north of the Tappan Zee Bridge, they got to get like ice cutters out right now because that's a proper river. It's a freshwater river. Here in the New York City estuary, the water mixes with the ocean water, so there's salt water mixing in with this. So it has to get a lot colder for it to completely freeze solid. And I'm pretty sure it hasn't frozen solid since probably maybe 2003. I remember it used to happen very regularly in the 90s. But I remember having to take the ferry to Lower Manhattan in like 2002, and I remember everything was frozen up. That winter, that freezing cold winter. Yeah, this is a very deep part of the river. Yeah, this is like, 70, 80 feet deep on average? This is very deep. As you see further out, where that waterway boat is, it is clear sailing. All the ice has basically accumulated between the piers. See, so you go further out, this ice is at most floating here, maybe a foot, maybe a half a foot thick, maybe 2 feet. I mean, it's not thick. What it has to be, again, it has to be like at least 4 or 5 feet thick for it to be safe to walk on. So this is way too thin to walk on. Look at it move. I'll put 1 foot on that and I would slide away. Look at how it's like slush right along the seawall here. Susan, this is a beautiful view. See, look at that, it's like slush. Nothing solid right there. And now look at it move. It's like lily pads, Lynn. Good to see you. Look at that. They put 1 foot. You know where we should go? Let's go to the Gansevoort. Let's go to the Gansevoort Peninsula, because we could get right next to the water there. Right, the last time it frozen solid was in '77. There you go. It hasn't happened in a very long time. The only stories that I know of people, the river being frozen solid is in, what was it, 1880, or even before that. It might have been the 1840s actually, 1840s. It needs to be at least 6 feet thick to walk over. There you go. Thank you so much, Jim. Would I jump in there if somebody was drowning? No, I would try to get a device to help them get out. I wouldn't jump. What would me jumping down into the frozen water help? You got to think about these things logically. As we walk along the pathway here, there are life buoys available. So what I would do is find a life buoy and then help somebody out. You don't jump in. What kind of logic is that? See, right up here, I'm going to show you in a moment here. There's a life buoy. And this is for people who jump into the water. It's dead logic, yeah. It's pretty much dead. That's pretty. I mean, that's like a retarded hypothetical question. if I could describe it. Now, as my brain mulls over it, what I would do is this. Let's say somebody was drowning right now. I would go here. I would go to one of these. That's true, yeah, when the first responders go in, they go in groups of 2. See, I would get this. They got life rings here, all along the pathway here. So what I would do is I would come here and grab one of these and then throw it in. I wouldn't go in myself. But my common sense is that I know that these things are here. And that's what I would do. And then, yeah, you know what? We're gonna spot them out now, Michelle. I think there's one every 1,000 feet, if I'm not mistaken. Exactly, Joanne. It's like fumbling around, putting on somebody else's oxygen mask first. 264. Let's get to 300 likes. Keep the likes coming, people. Thank you so much, Steve LaPont. Appreciate that. Let's go up to, let's go see Gansevoort. Oh, yes, I tried, Julie. Julie, I'm hoping one day for, PBS to pick up this live stream one of these days. Or the Annenberg CPB project's going to start sponsoring my live streams. Good to see you, Maria. There we go. Somebody mentioned people in shorts. There you go. I mean, other than my jeans and my 2 pairs of socks, my thighs are out and about. Oh, did you like that there, Steve? Give it about a month and it'll be all gone. I'll have my beard back and I'll have my bushy haired back. I saw a video of myself at yesterday's rally. I feel like I'm balding now. I'm getting all self-conscious. The balding comments on YouTube has finally gotten back up to me. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, Julie, there you go. See, Julie just learned something. I appreciate it. That's what I'm here for. So, like I said, was it about every 1,000 feet they have a life buoy? Look, here comes another one. Here comes another one. I know when I get home, my thighs are like red from the cold. But like I feel nice and warm now. I'm pretty comfortable. My ears are nice. I got my hand out. I got my blocking hand out. Not in the pocket at the moment. Gimble hand, of course, is in a glove. But look, here's another life buoy. It's like every 1,000 feet. And they got one of these. Look at that view. Wow, this is a screenshot, guys. Wow. That is pretty. I appreciate that, Rush Fan, with a $5 super chat. Rush Fan, thank you so much for your $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. And see, Rush Fan's wacky comment led to an important conversation. And us learning today that, yes, there are life buoys every 1,000 feet or so along the Hudson River waterfront. Thanks to Hudson River Park. Look at the waves. Rush Fan, thank you so much, man. Look at these waves. Let's just take this in. This looks so cool. This is really moving. This will be like deadly. Like if you want to kill yourself, you go in the water right now. You know what would happen? Actually, because of the way these ice chunks are, like your leg or your arm will get caught in it, and there's a good chance that you're going to either break or dislocate your arm or leg because of these chunks of ice kind of squeezing in on it, like with the wave action and everything. Like you could really hurt yourself going into this water right now. Look how pretty that is, though. By the way, we're right by this is the ventilation shaft for the Holland Tunnel. Yeah, if you think about it, I mean, granted, the ice is thin, but those are big chunks and they're heavy. Somebody just got pulled over here. Uh-oh, let's see. I think somebody just got pulled over. Oh yeah. Somebody just got pulled over. Bad boys, what you got to do? What you got to do when they come for you? They see what's going on here. The driver do something stupid. The cop like, why you do something stupid, eh? Why you do? I do not want to do anything for work today. I want to play the Candy Crush. Why you got to drive so stupid for? Remember, the cop's like, remember, stop sign means stop. And green light means go. These fucking TikToks trying to make drivers believe there are ways to get around the congestion pricing cameras. You can't, kids. You can't. Anyway. He drive crazy. Guy's like, I do not want to. I was playing Candy Crush, and you got to go through the light like a crazy person. I just paid a guy. I just paid a congestion. You only get charged one time a day. I mean. And by the way, isn't it nice paying a premium to not have to wait in traffic? Come on, people. You can't say it's not working. I have a feeling we're going to be shocked by the traffic levels in March and May and April and all that shit. I'm telling you. Anyway, yes, I want to thank, this is the most grateful peer, and I am most grateful for all my channel subscribers and most importantly, channel members. To all the channel members, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your continued support. I want to thank you for all your kind words in the chat. It humbles me how many of you guys are willing to part with your hard-earned money to help support this nonsensical thing I call a live stream. So I really do thank all of you guys, everyone who subscribes to the channel, everyone hits that thumbs up on the button. Thank you guys so much. All right, it's working perfectly, right, Brian? So thank you for being a friend. Yes, indeed. We traveled down that road and back again. Your heart is true and you're a pal and a confidant. As we enjoy the ice here, moving around. You guys are more than welcome. You guys got a nice little screenshot there of the ice. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome there, Ben. And if I threw a party and invited everyone you knew, and I forgot the rest of the words. Anyway, but thank you for being a friend. Makes it, we're taking the bus over to Subway. Well, I mean, they're going to have to adjust the express bus timetables. They're going to have to, they're going to have to go over those again because the express buses are now like, they're too fast. Like when you think you would have to wait for Lower Manhattan, we wanted to. That's right, Strawberry. That's right. But let's head up to the Gansevoort Peninsula and we get a nice close-up view of this ice. I know, we got to do the bus tour. We got to do the bus tour. Oh, I appreciate that, Fawn Marie. Fawn Marie, that's my job. I thank you so much for that. I thank you so much for your continued support. Good to see you, Jerry. That's right. It would be the best. That's right. I got to memorize those words. Yeah, exactly. The wacky side effect of congestion pricing is that the buses work really good. Yeah, no, we're going to do that very soon. Daniel, we might actually take a bike out on Saturday, a bike for an afternoon for Saturday. And do a video here. I know it's congestion pricing on a Saturday is vastly different than congestion pricing on a weekday, but it'll be nice to get a bike stream in. Good to see you there, Marty. Welcome. Josh, everything's going great on this chilly day. Get one last view here. I think we're going to lose the sun. One last view of this ice here. Let's see if we have ice up by the Gansevoort Peninsula. Get right up on it. This is Pier 40. Look at all this new construction here. Yes, sunset at 5:03. So we're getting there. I appreciate that, Mr. Metalhead. I'm happy I was able to inspire you and many others. And you never stop either. Stay true to yourself and never stop. Keep going. There's plenty of pie and candy and coffee and cake for all of us here on the internet. I'm telling you. There really is. There is plenty. I forgot who talked about it. Somebody had this thing about, said this. I heard this at it wasn't a TED talk. It was like some kind of like internet communication conference thingy. But this is the era we're living in now. Oh my God, I would love to be sponsored by Cannondale or Specialized or Trek. I like all those. I like all those brands. I wouldn't consider this a skyscraper, but this is probably going to top out around the same height as this building here. So they're going to be roughly the same. But these are all condos. These are all condos here. These are all. I think what's his name used to live. Daniel Radcliffe used to live in this one right over here, and Tony Roma is not that far from here. Tony Roma has like a townhouse around here. You're only welcome, Colleen. When Daniel Radcliffe was first on Broadway, he lived in that building over there. And then this is the newer one over here, the curvy one. And then we have one that's under construction. Yay! New York. We're always building stuff. Yay! I remember when this was a collection of parking lots and garbage. I don't remember the prostitutes because I wasn't old enough to ride a bike through here at that age. But I remember coming here in the mid-90s, when they were just beginning to get this all together as a bike lane. And oh man, to see this place evolve as much as I've had over the years, it's been pretty remarkable seeing this all come together. Yeah, very talented, Daniel, very talented. Okay, look, another, right, remember I told you guys every 1,000 feet or so? Every 1,000 feet, we got a life buoy. There's another life buoy coming up. Passing Leroy Street. If you're following along on the map, going north along the Hudson River, right along West Street. Look at all that ice. That's cool. Oh, I'm happy I got to show you guys this. It's been a while since we've had this much ice and whatnot on the river. Here's another one. See? So if somebody felt, my answer to the question is again, yes. I won't jump into the water. I would come to one of these life buoys and throw it in and call 911. Yes, indeed. No, it's true there, Kaz. Yeah. We got to build more affordable housing. It'll be nice. Lord knows I know that. Look how the ice just moves, undulates under the waves. All right, so we're about 40 minutes to sunset. I appreciate that, Maria. I know, Maria. It'll get better, Maria. Trust me. The snow is pretty, like the snow that's here, I mean, there's ice underneath it, but it's pretty hard. Actually, you know what we'll do? I told you guys we were going to turn on the external mic. So let's quickly turn on the external mic. Actually, let me do this first. Okay. Let me turn on the external mic so you guys could hear the crunch. So you guys can hear the crunch of the. All right, you guys are. Yep. You guys are on. You guys can now hear outside. It's a big, gigantic waterbed, yeah. All right. All right. Unable. More than welcome. This is ASMR heaven. You know what we're gonna do? Like, first of all, let me guys so you guys can hear it. Here's the crunch of the ice. It's kind of like soft snow. Right, you guys can hear that nice and loud. I can't walk on the ice all the way to New Jersey because it doesn't go all the way across. Look, it doesn't go all the way across. And the channel to New Jersey, it's wide open. It's only basically in between the piers. The ice has built up. Yeah, see, now you guys could probably hear outside nice and loud. Because my talking mic is basically right on my chest. But now you guys could hear it. Well, I mean, if people want to get to the other side, you know, I think about that story of when John Roebling and Washington Roebling went to a engineering conference out in Brooklyn, and it was like in February, and the East River it was so cold that the East River froze up by the end of that 3-day event. And you know, they had to send like parties to come across the East River so that they could get provisions, you know, because remember the food and everything was out in Brooklyn, but everyone lived on Manhattan. So they had these parties go across with basically goods and foods and all that kind of stuff. And it was completely solid. But it's moving a little bit too much at the moment. They got this metal walkway here closed up. And you guys could probably now hear my footsteps in the outside. You can hear the traffic. Let's see how long the outside microphone lasts. It shouldn't last too long, to be honest, because it is just that cold out here. That's cool.
Amazing.
Looks like an art piece.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
How cool is that? And it's like, this is like my favorite though. I love seeing like the sunshine on this. It's really cool. Yeah, white blood cells. That's a good way of thinking about it. Water is cold. It's, what was it, 38? At least down by Coney Island, it's like 38, 34 degrees, something like that. It's cold. Again, it has to be below 25 for a sustained amount of time for these rivers to freeze over. Good to see you, Alfred. Alfred Clues, welcome. Oh, I hope we don't have a fire. There's a fire over in New Jersey. Let's see if I can show you guys this. Look at that. Looks like an amoeba gray salt. Look at that. I hope everyone's all right. Or I hope that's just, maybe they're burning the heat. Burning some oil to stay warm, maybe. No, you're not going to skate on this because it's not solid enough. It has to be at least 6 feet deep, 6 feet thick for it to be safe to go on. And this is barely a foot. And it's moving around. It's pretty treacherous. I mean, you could fall on that and you're definitely crushing a limb. You can see LA from New York. Yes, you can. Louisiana from New York. Yeah, 6 feet. Has to be solid, so at least 6 feet. Not 6 inches. 6 feet. So now you guys know that if you're ever walking along the promenade here along the west side, you got these life buoys here, life preservers, life buoys. Yeah, no, these are life buoys, lifesavers. Life ring. Yeah. Oh, Jim says it has to be 6 inches thick? Okay, so it has to be 6 inches thick for it to be safe to walk on. Oh, okay. That's why dyslexia kicking in. All right. So that's it, 6 inches? Okay, but it has to be cold for a while. Anyway, good to see you, Mary. Anyway, the ice is too thin right now to walk on. Let's just put it at that. You could hurt yourself lovely, but you're not really walking on that right now. That shit's moving around. Actually, come to think of it, I haven't seen any. Yeah, the birds don't want to go on there. But the birds are out there where the water is. The birds are, yeah, the ducks are in the water, not on the ice. Yeah, that's how you know it's cold. But Mary, good to see you. It's sunset time all of a sudden, guys. Sunset time here along the Hudson River. So 6 inches, and you could go skating. 6 inches. I wouldn't want to go skating in that though. Just look at how much that's moving. Look at how much that's moving. This is so this is brackish water there, Rune Sand. Good to see you. The Hudson River is a fresh water river, but as it makes its way down into the New York City estuary here, it mixes in with ocean water. So by the time it's down in this area here, it's brackish. So it's a combination of the two. Look, we're now on this metal walkway here. This is cool. We're on this metal walkway. It's cold, Florin. That's a good observation. There you go, guys. Wow, this is some nice ASMR right here, I tell you what. It does look amazing, Lee. Good to see you. You don't get to see this too often. Look at how hypnotic that looks with the ice moving like that. Yeah, this is pretty spectacular. We're not that far from Little Gansevoort. Let's see if we get a little bit further out here. A little bit closer to Gansevoort. So, Rune, this hasn't happened in a few years. We haven't had too much ice come down in a couple of years. I mean, this always happens every winter, but we haven't got to this extent in quite some time. Now, when the water starts to freeze around the Verizon Bridge and down by Coney Island, that's when it's like really cold for a really long time. That hasn't happened in years. I haven't seen that happen in quite some time. Good to see you, Julio. Welcome. I haven't seen that happen in years. Just to the right of the condo is Google's New York headquarters. That's up on 16th Street, Robert. And that condo I was showing before that was under construction, that's pretty far away. That's about a mile away from Google's headquarters. Here's another life ring. Good to see you, Mark. Mark, I hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing great on this Thursday day. I think our sunset time is right about now because it's about to go behind the buildings. Yeah, Mark, we're gonna set up a nice shot right now for sunset. Let's get onto this little pier here. This is the pier that Bill Murray has a rant on. He does a promo reel for this thing called Wired In, and he talks about answering machines and whatnot. Actually, we're almost to Gansevoort. Let's get to Gansevoort. I think we can make it, right? Yeah, I can make it. I can make it to Gansevoort. Let's get to the Gansevoort Peninsula and get a nice spot to take in this very chilly and cold sunset. This would be a cool sunset here, literally. Literally, it's gonna be a cool sunset. Doesn't get cooler than that. Good to see you, Jupiter. You're more than welcome, Jupiter. It's been a fun one so far. And a lot of fun. I mean, it's cool to show you guys all the ice on the river and everything. We're right by now the Whitney, and we're at the end of Gansevoort Street. We're at the southern end of the High Line. So that's good for me because I know I have a feeling just after sunset I'm going to want to use the bathroom. I can last about 2 hours out here before I got to go pee. The wonders of snow, everybody. Me too, Janine. I love the light this time of day. It is really special. We're gonna get a nice sunset right now. This is gonna be pretty. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. This is exactly what I want. Fabiano, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Oh, we still got a Christmas tree out here. Welcome to the beach, everybody. This is the Gansevoort beach. Oh, yeah, look at this, the frozen sand with the snow. And we got a little Christmas tree here still. Good to see you, Norm. Out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. Look at this. We never get. This is cool. My first time actually experiencing this, where we could sit down. Oh yeah, this is going to be some ASMR for you guys. All right, y'all better get ready, because we got the ASMR coming, big time. I can see exactly where I can sit down. Let me just be careful getting down these steps here. Right, this is all not frozen. Nope, we're gonna got ice here. I guess I should put a squirt gun in front of the camera. It's a little bit too cold for a squirt gun there. Squirt gun there. RR2G 2G6. Oh yeah, these usernames. Isn't it cool there, Carrie? How about an ice fishing stream? That'll be interesting. Look at that. We can really get the wave action here with the rocks. Oh, this is some serious. And I'm sorry for buffering. Maybe you might have to. Maybe you'll have to restart the stream. So the metal things here are actually an art piece. There used to be a large building on a pier right here, and these beams here. These beams here. See, it's the outline of the building that used to be here. So that's the outline of this. It's an art piece. It's pretty cool. Very trippy, right? I feel you there, Fawn. I feel you there. Good to see you, Neville. It's all good, Neville. You're here now. Remember that you're never late to a live stream. You're here now, and that's all that matters. You hear how the ice sounds like glass? And you could really hear that slush. Okay, let's see, did the mic already die? Okay, no, the mic hasn't died yet. Let me just point it. Yeah, Jupiter, I'm right on top of my other microphone here, so my voice mic is underneath my shirt, so it's going to overmodulate maybe from time to time. It's the only way I could keep it warm and not die out. I'm right now sacrificing my second microphone to the gods, if you will, right now, so it's not going to last too long. Yeah, I'm pointing the other microphone. People got the other microphone here. I'm pointing it to it. Yeah, it's like slush, right? View is pretty amazing. Thank you so much, Neville. Yeah, get yourself a nice cold drink. No, you don't want to drink this water. Wow, look at that view of Statue of Liberty. Way off in the distance over there. And for reals, with a €6 super chat. For reals, thank you so much. With a very generous €6 super chat. Thank you for joining today's €6 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big €6 super chat. Much appreciated there, Rushman. Much, much, much appreciated. Let you guys just meditate on this now. I'm just going to leave the shot alone. Keep the microphone pointed on the water here. Let you guys just enjoy this here. Here at the Gansevoort Peninsula. Yeah, the sun is being cradled by the Hoboken and Jersey City skylines. Actually, Jersey City and Newport skylines. Yeah, this is screenshot time. Yeah, New York is kind of quiet today. And Liz with a $10 PayPal. Liz, thank you so much for the very generous $10 PayPal. Thanks for joining today's $10 PayPal club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $10 PayPal. Thank you so much, Liz. Much, much, much appreciated. Aloha. Thank you. I still got to make those Chaos Emeralds go off for you guys over on PayPal. An icy cold sunset today, guys. Here in New York City. Liz, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being a channel member as well. There is a sign that I can see not that far from here. It says no fishing. So I don't think I can ice fish here, guys. So it's -2 Celsius, 29 degrees Fahrenheit, with the wind blowing out of the west-southwest at 7 miles an hour. It's 11 kilometers an hour to you and me, with a relative humidity of 38%, so it's pretty dry, considering. Good to see you, John C. Welcome. Getting some ASMR for you guys here. You're more than welcome there, Mary. Not done yet. Gonna head inland now. Once the sun goes, gets a little bit further down behind. Once the sun gets behind these buildings here, we'll get going. And we'll go along like 13th Street or something like that. I guess now I could show this thing over on 23rd Street because it's going to be dark enough. There's some new art over on 23rd Street. And yes, indeed, Veronica Lynn, yes, indeed. Going behind those buildings, but might as well call it down goes the sun, like Veronica Lynn just said. Down goes the sun. Down goes the sun. The moon is in a neutral position, but down goes the sun. That sound of the ice with the water is intoxicating. I could just sit here for hours. Oh, really? Oh, I did not know that, Robert. Thanks for letting me know. I did not know that Google had a new outpost along the Hudson River, or along West Street here. Wow. Had no idea. Thank you so much for letting me know, Robert. Appreciate that. That's right, Central Time Zone. You guys are up next. Yeah, really cool sound, really cool. Oh, really cool audio. All right. It makes you want to have a slushie. Slushy. Slush puppies. All right. Tell you, it is a photographer's dream out here right now. Get some good pictures out here right now. There you go. Record on the Hudson is 18 inches on February 9th, 1934, where it was -15 degrees. Bloody hell, that is cold. Yeah, I should have just sat here all afternoon for reals. I should have just literally just sat here all afternoon, because I could literally just be here enjoying these sounds and these views here. But let's get going at least closer to my train. Let's keep on enjoying these views though. That's cold, man. -15, man. Oh, we got a helicopter like right above us. Wow, look at the 343. Fireman, or firefighter 343. The hull of this ship, of this fireboat, was made with reclaimed steel from the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. Fireboat's pretty cool. All right, let's start heading back into the streets. How long will it last? Probably the next few days, for reals. Probably for the next few days. It is going to get above freezing by the weekend, so you know, the salt water and the ocean water will come in. It's already eating up the ice. So give it another day or two. Now, if it was like staying cold it probably would have just built up the ice, and it would have eventually frozen over. And then they bring in the ice, those icebreaker ships. I remember seeing those back in the day. Haven't seen those in a while though. But up in the Hudson Valley, they're already using those ships because, you know, that's where the Hudson River is still fresh water. So, all right, about 10 minutes away officially until our sunset time there. That's like 5:01 today. 5:02. Good to see you, RJ. Welcome. Now let's walk up Gansevoort Street. There's some cool art over at the Meatpacking District. Oh my goodness. It's kind of crazy how you got like this 6-lane boulevard here. So close to Gansevoort. Yeah, you're more than welcome for sharing this. Yeah, Robert. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Viking, good to see you there. Shout out to the Vikings up there in Liverpool. Just got back from the pub. Nice. Sounds good. I tell you, this cold weather, this cold weather, this is the kind of weather for me drinking. This is drinking weather, man. This is drinking weather. This is the Whitney Museum of Art right there. Exactly. You go from the peace and serenity of the Hudson River to the hustle and bustle of the city. You're more than welcome, RJ, for last night. Glad you enjoyed that. I'm surprised so many of y'all watched that last night, because clearly it's not like what I normally do on this channel. You know, it's not every day we go to a community board hearing, or a community board hearing and votes. So you saw how local politics have come together. It was also really nice meeting with members of my fellow community and meeting them for the first time and getting to know them. So a lot of new friendships were formed, which is nice. And yeah, I was born in November. I'm a Scorpio. That was cool, awesome. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is, since I have access to it, I'm going to go quickly use the bathroom up here on the High Line. I don't know if we should, well, actually we can still walk the High Line. I guess we'll walk the High Line for a little bit as it gets dark. And then we'll make our way across 23rd. I appreciate that too there, Mrs. Brooklyn. Good to see you. Now remember that the community board is only an advisory vote, so that it's only to take into account what they want to build. And then the final say goes to the Brooklyn Borough President, who is Antonio Reynoso, and local city councilman Justin Brennan. So I hope they didn't get bought and sold, but uh-oh. Roger Gilmore just gifted a membership to Dutch Miles Plus. I want to thank Robert Gilmore for gifting those memberships. Rune Sand got a membership to Dutch Miles Plus. Thank you so much there, Robert. And Rune Sand, thank you so much. You can now say you're officially one of us. One of us. Appreciate it. Thanks for sponsoring the channel there, Robert. Yeah, since we're here, let me go use this bathroom here, and then we'll Walk the High Line. Oh, we'll do the helicopter ride again. Hopefully soon. When it gets warm, though. We don't do such things in the winter. Yep, I think we're going for a elevator ride, so headphone viewers, get ready. Oh, it's moved and stopped. Why did you stop? And Steve Cruz with a $50 super chat. Steve Cruz, thank you so much for the very generous $50 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $50 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With an extremely generous $50 super chat. Steve Cruz is a legend. He survived the snows in New Orleans, and he has been a very kind supporter of the channel. So thank you so much, Steve Cruz, with that very generous $50 super chat. Thank you so much. I wish I did it inside the elevator. All right, High Line, close the door. Stand clear of the opening doors, people. Reality's about to smack in your face once these doors open up, people. Good thing we didn't get too loud. All right, kids, here we are. The ghost of Gansevoort's past, right over there. All right, kids. I am going to quickly use the bathroom, and I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. So please enjoy the fireworks and talk amongst yourselves. And I will be, like I said, right back. Oh, okay. That was fast. All right, let's walk the High Line. We will conclude. Oh, did you go and enjoy the fire day? I appreciate that. Oh. Oh my God, thank you so much. It's okay. It's okay, RoboJax. It's okay, walks the camera. You just have the key to all the subway. Well, you know, the subway bathrooms are now opening up again, I see you. So I have a list. I have a list of all the bathrooms that are open on the subways now. And thank God for that. It makes everything so much more convenient when you're traveling around. But, oh, she's upset. I know, you work for the MTA. Pretty cool. All right, let's take High Line to 23rd Street, and then we'll cut across 23rd. You know what movie this reminds me of? Cocoon. That looks like a cocoon from the movie Cocoon. Doesn't really look like a cocoon from Cocoon. Actually, these look more like the cocoon from Cocoon. But, oh my God, is Nabul watching? Nabul, are you watching right now? I just had a heart attack, Nabul. Oh my God, Nabul. Nabul, are you watching? I thought that guy who just walked past me was Ron Waxman, but I know it wasn't. I heard it. He got closer and I heard his voice. I was like, oh, okay, good, it's not Ron Waxman. Woo! I tell you, if you walk into the wind, it's really cold. As long as I walk with the wind, I'm good. Ah, 5:01. Yeah, a little dusting of snow, Swanky Dog, still around. About what, like a quarter of an inch? You know, just enough to make stuff look pretty. We had some ice on the Hudson River, which I think you guys really enjoyed that, which is cool. And now we have made it to 14th Street. Cocoon is a great movie. Ah, here we are, the longest crosstown street on all of Manhattan Island. Yay. Manhattan Island is 11.5 miles long from north to south and 2.5 miles wide at its widest point, and this is its widest point. Here is, there is the longest crosstown street in all of Manhattan Island. Good to see you, Autumn Alluring. Welcome. It was great seeing you yesterday, Autumn Alluring. It was, and sorry I kind of skipped out of the meeting really quick. I wanted to catch some of the pro-casino people. I wanted to catch them getting into a van. We did catch the van that was giving out the signage. And we did get, most importantly, we got a quick interview with Dominic Recchia. Something which I was not expecting. Yeah. Absolutely, I was educational last night. Good to see you, Jeanette Trainer. Welcome. He's down by the meatpacking district there, Lisa. He's closer to Gansevoort Street. We're now on 14th Street. If I would have walked over to the meatpacking district over there, the square, we would have been right next to his studio, but that's just a few blocks down. Yes, the alien inside the cocoon. Yes, cocoon. Yeah. Cocoon. Nice and quiet up here. Well, usually people are fighting for these lounge chairs here. It's so funny to see them empty. Yeah, it's pretty cool, Lisa. Yeah, I got to see if I can live stream in there one of these days. Here's the largest national biscuit company factory on the East Coast. We now know this company today as Nabisco, but way back in 1912, this is where the Oreo cookie is invented. Right here. Yeah, I don't remember seeing it this quiet in a very long time. I don't remember seeing it. And there's Google's big headquarter building is over there. But I did not know they had a second outpost that they're building along the Hudson River. It's pretty cool. Had no idea. Yeah, I know, exactly, Neville. Wait until summertime pops. Yeah, that would be a great stream. They're still doing some construction here. This is normally up there is where the vendors set up. But they're doing some kind of construction there. Some kind of rehab to the structures happening. But it's nice seeing the High Line all peaceful and quiet like this. It's pretty cool. Just heading up to 23rd Street there, Kerr and 53. Good to see you. Welcome. Just heading up to 23rd Street today. We started at South Ferry, and then we walked up Hudson River from the World Trade Center. And now we are going north along High Line. There's another one. That reminds me of the movie Cocoon. Right up there. It looks like Cocoon. That's Cocoon on a stick. Cocoon. Yep. Just like the movie Cocoon. That's a very almost random but obscure joke there. If you guys know what TV show that's from, let me know. Yeah, right, it's quiet up here. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And look at the view of the duck basking in the afterglow just after sunset. Looking gorgeous. And actually, since there's nobody here, I could do the shot right now. I could do a shot I normally don't do because it's too crowded right here, but we could do it today. Let's see if we could see it. Let's see if we could see it. Oh, if you look really close, you can see dinosaur. Who can see the pigeon? You got to look really close though. Off in the distance, looking north along 10th Avenue. We normally could never get this shot. Right, can you see him? It's kind of a silhouette. He's so far away, he's kind of just a silhouette. Because it's about, that's about, we're on 18th Street, so 18th Street up to 30th Street. So do the math. Cool shot, right? The power of the grid. And we're not going to go say hi to the dinosaur today. We'll go say hi to a dinosaur in the future.
And then I have a call.
All right, can you see her? Let's get one more shot here. Let's get all the way. Let's get all the way here to the edge here. One last shot. Let's see. Oh, there. This is a much better view. Ooh, look at that. We could really make out our friend. Look at that. Oh, that's neat. He is cool. I love dinosaur. Look at that. That's pretty wild right there. You could clearly see him. That's neat. Good old dinosaur, eh? Good old dinosaur there, eh? Let's continue on. We're going to go up to 23rd Street, so we're not going to go all the way up to Hudson Yards today. We're not going to go all the way up there today. We're just going to go to 23rd Street. There's some art that is best viewed at night up on 23rd Street. So that's where we're going to go next. 23rd and Broadway. We're going to end at the Flatiron Building today. I'm happy you got to see him 2 weeks ago as well. Awesome. Wow, it's wild. I'm almost not used to the High Line being this empty. Almost not used to it. Oh, somebody gesturing behind me. Okay. Did they really think the camera's just pointed on me? Are they that stupid? I wish you would have seen the posturing those French people just did behind me. They just did all this posturing and waving of the hands. Oy, 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 what fools these mortals be. Anyway, this is Lantern House, everybody. This is Lantern House, a collection of really nice apartments designed by Thomas Heatherwick, the same architect who designed the Vessel in Hudson Yards. And I would gladly take one of the apartments up there. I don't want to be right along the High Line level. I want to be up there. Which, by the way, High Line does close at like 9, 10 o'clock. So the High Line does close. So you're not going to have people walking past your windows in the middle of the night, which is a good thing. But these are apartments. Yeah, pretty nice apartments. And this building in particular has direct access to the High Line, which is pretty neat. It is a bit scary how quiet it is, right? It's that COVID times. Look at the duck. 30 Hudson Yards, the Edge, the highest outdoor observation deck in New York City. Straight down the way. Of course, I like calling that building the Duck because to me it looks like a duck. I don't care what people say. Somebody said once in one of those Discord groups, "Dust is so childish, it's because it's a duck." And yes, I am childish. I'm 40-something years old, going on 14. I'm very excited for the release of the new Grand Theft Auto game, and you know. Ooh, look at that. That's a beautiful shot. Look at that. Got it. Empire. Wow, we've got some nice color behind Empire State Building right now. Oh, this is a cool screenshot for you guys. Look at this. This is really neat. Wow, look at the color on this. Look at the color on that. Look at that. Wow, that's a nice screenshot for you guys. Let's really frame it up nice so you guys can make a screenshot. There you go. It does look like a duck. I don't care what people say. Look at the color behind the Empire State Building. Wow. That's neat. A little bit of pink. A little bit of pink there. I don't care what people say. Yes, it does look like a duck. Look at it. Look at all the people up watching the sunset right now. How cool is that? That is neat. Okay, we're here where we had our Renegade Cabaret performances right here. And of course the building right next door is where they held the plutonium for the Manhattan Project, which is now fancy apartments and art galleries and whatnot. We're going to 23rd Street, people. We're going to 23rd Street. And then we're going to walk a little bit along 23rd Street to ultimately finish over at Flatiron Building. But yes, really nice lighting right now. Really nice lighting. I'm happy that we're like shielded from the wind. If you get into the wind, that's when it gets really cold. And I think maybe for dramatic effect, we'll walk along 22nd Street or something like that. Hello there, Damien, welcome. Maybe we'll do a 23rd Street run. I know, Kaz.
I'll text you, I'll call you. Okay.
But I call it the duck. Ah, well. I like to have imagination, damn it. I'm all about having imagination. All right, we're gonna have a few more blocks here. Yeah, 90 miles. I heard about that, Viking. Y'all are getting some weather out there in UK, so everyone stay safe out there. Y'all are getting a serious, it's raining, right? It's not gonna snow. It's raining. But I heard y'all got like hurricane force winds, which is just crazy. Oh, they lit this beautifully. Oh, it's so cool. We are already approaching 23rd Street. Yeah, the Vikings are up in Liverpool. Vikings are checking in from Liverpool. Liverpool. There's something about the air in Liverpool. Oh no, no elevator ride. I was hoping for 2 elevator rides. Oh wait, do we have an elevator? Oh no, the fence isn't there. Oh, I thought they closed this elevator here. We need another elevator ride for the day. It's cold. Let's see. Where's the button? Here's the button. Oh my God, it works. All right, you got 2 elevator rides today. All right. Go. Going down to the realities of our lives. 23rd Street, you heard? 23rd Street, Chelsea, one of the most expensive neighborhoods in the world. Stand clear of the opening doors, people. Where's Mr. Monopoly? This is his neighborhood, or his daughter's neighborhood, or his daughter's dog's neighborhood. Anyway, I know you had to lower the volume down a little bit. Sorry about that. Where's Mr. Monopoly when you need it? Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, 100-mile-an-hour winds in Glasgow. That's insane. I'm sorry for blowing your speakers out. I'm sorry. The elevator ride gets in my blood, especially during winter time. The microphone's right beneath my throat, so sorry about that, guys. Good to see you, Cliff. Welcome. All right. Let's go along 22nd. Mount Washington is windier. Wow. Pretty wild. Yeah, climate change is just fine. Let's hope the North Atlantic current doesn't die out. I keep on thinking about that and it terrifies me. Just on a side note. I hope the North Atlantic current doesn't die out. That's all we need. And then it's getting a lot colder for a lot of us. I know, we need more fun this year. Yes, we do. Don't worry, I'll do my best. Here's the Empire Diner. A little overpriced, a little bougie, but it's nice. And they got this great mural up here of all the great artists of our time. Perfect for this neighborhood. This neighborhood's all about the art galleries. All right, let's do 22nd, everybody. We're just gonna walk down 22nd today. And I'm gonna take 22nd Street all the way across now. Guys get to enjoy these quiet streets of Chelsea. These are some nice brownstones here. Some nice, what are the townhouses? Really nice townhouses along here. Some incredible blocks here to live on. I don't know, Rush fan. Maybe. Oh, Robojex, I'm glad you enjoy this. Yeah, we got to end with some cool art. There's some art that's right by the Flatiron building. So we'll make our way over there. And then from there I could hop on the train. Yeah, Cliff, it's pretty quiet now. I mean, I think we've... Wow, really parking? Oh, I'm kind of amazed. It's parking here. I think what congestion pricing has done, which was this is the intention of congestion pricing, is to remove kind of like frivolous driving. I think there's a lot of people who choose to drive in just for pure, you know, like they're not really coming out here out of necessity, they're coming more out of convenience. But if you're willing to pay the $9, you don't wait in traffic. That's the thing. I actually read a story that some cab drivers actually now enjoy congestion. They like congestion pricing because they're able to get more jobs and they're able to get more jobs done in a shorter amount of time. Ah, you're more than welcome, Viking. I mean, you're more than welcome, Kaz. And yes, indeed. Let's hope the Vikings and everybody out in the UK and Scotland and Wales, hopefully y'all are all safe with those crazy winds coming around. Let's see what we got here. We got a fire truck here, and the firemen are coming out of that building right over there. Well, hopefully no big fire. Shout out to New York's bravest. Yeah, it's $9 a day. I mean, some delivery drivers don't like it, but some delivery drivers do like it. It is peaceful there, Viking. Yes, indeed. All is peaceful and calm. Yes, pretty much. I mean, traffic is pretty wide open. And that's another thing. I mean, besides traffic moving, our first responders can get around a lot easier. Look at that, it's wild. Streets are empty. It's like Sunday, it's like perpetually Sunday. Every day's a Sunday now. Every day's a Sunday. Yeah, I know, you take the ride share in and you go really, I've read somewhere, I forgot where I read it, but they talked to a bunch of like Uber drivers before and after congestion pricing, and like half of them, and I think it was like out of like 20 people they talked to, like half of them were like, they don't mind the congestion charge now because they're just able to get so much more work. They're able to get so many more jobs in a shorter amount of time. It's like Prozac. Yeah, it's pretty scary, Joanne. Hopefully you stay safe out there. Ooh, Sirhan. The guy from that show. Wow, these are like quiet streets. We're on 22nd Street, by the way, so we're not on 23rd Street. This is 22nd Street. I choose to walk this street because there's less people over here, so it's pretty nice and chill. A few travel vloggers have said that nobody visiting New York City should be driving. Well, I mean, most people who visit New York don't. Yeah, Ryan Sirhan did, Brooklyn Joyce. But yeah, most, I would say about 90% of people who visit New York City, they don't come here with a car. And the people who are coming here with a car are probably within like an hour or two of New York City. And what people are doing now, they're just parking somewhere else and then, you know, taking mass transit in, which that's the way to go. I mean, unless you really have something to do that requires you to like pick up equipment and stuff like that, you know, like, then you might need a car or a van. Yeah, Brooklyn Joys, me too. RoboJax, I'm glad you're enjoying the walk. It's been a pretty good one today. Saw a nice variety of stuff, I have to say. We have seen a lovely mix of scenery, seeing the ice along the Hudson River was pretty cool. It is unreal, their Brooklyn Joys, yeah. I look at some of the listings now and it's like there's this one guy here on YouTube, I forgot his name, he critiques all those real estate guys, especially when they sell apartments in like Billionaires Row and stuff like that. And so like this guy critiques the properties, and it's like, I knew I never wanted to live in 432 Park Avenue. I visited 432 Park Avenue. I've been inside a $38 million apartment in 432 Park Avenue. I knew when I saw that building, you can't pay me to live in there. And this guy here on YouTube like basically confirmed that. It's like, hell's no. Why would I spend all that money to live in a tube? No, thank you. Give me my 100-year-old house in Coney Island, thank you very much. I'll be happy. Thank you very much. I'll just live in Seagate in the hood. Thank you very much. Anyway. Wow, this hotel has had so many iterations. 22nd and 8th. More weird ass memories around here. All right, a couple more avenues here, and then we're at the High Line. At the High Line, the Flatiron. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, no tube for you? Yeah. No, I mean, the first thing I noticed when I visited 432 Park Avenue is every time the elevator doors opened, the doors whistled because of all the air pressure, all the wind. Maria, it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I remember seeing the tuned mass damper, and I never got to hear the apartments creak and moan in the wind, but I've seen videos of it, and it's like being on a ship. It's like you're constantly on a slow-moving ship. Granted, the views are amazing, but no thank you. It has been a relaxing tone. Yes, indeed, there, Kaz. Has been a relaxing stroll today. Coming up to 7th Avenue. You still with me, Susan? I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got some cool art to see. So stay tuned. We're not done yet. It's a show, people. It's a show. Good to see you, Karen. Yes, indeed. I love older buildings. They were just made better. No, you know what I like? I watched a video. I watched a house tour of Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos' townhouse on the Upper East Side. And it was an incredible house, but more importantly, there was supposedly like a room. There was a room. First person. Well, you just had a main character syndrome, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway. There was a room in Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos' townhouse where supposedly there was no cell phone service can penetrate the room because of all the stonework in the room. I mean, how cool is that? You got a room where electronics don't work. That's amazing. I like the Brooklyn Tower too. It sways a lot in the wind as well. But I mean, I would live in the Brooklyn Tower based on just one thing, and that's its location. You can't beat the location of Brooklyn Tower. It's insane. But yeah, check out that video. I think it's Architectural Digest. They do a tour of the house, and there's a room where it's there's no cell phone service. And I don't think they could get Wi-Fi in there either because it's the stonework. It's pretty cool. Wow, it's quiet here. This is what, 7th Avenue? Traffic moving along pretty nice along 7th Avenue. Yeah, it looks like the Batman building, or what's it called? The Tower of Sauron from the Lord of the Rings. I never watched Lord of the Rings, but I've seen the imagery of it, and it does look like the Tower of Sauron. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm probably not. Wow, look at that. It's like wide open today. No traffic. You can see all the way up to Times Square. Wow. You can see all the way up to the Petri dish. Wow. Congestion pricing, man. No frivolous driving. So right now the Flatiron building is empty because they're converting the whole building into apartments. And I haven't got a date on when that's going to be completed. We're still a long ways away from it. They've basically, from what I've read, they have basically gutted the whole building. Only certain parts of the building that are architecturally significant are being left alone, but for the most part, yeah. Ah, interesting, Karen. How much is the pricing? I have no idea. Yeah, escape rooms have no electronics, exactly. A wizard is never late, no. No, a wizard is never late. I say you walk with the wind. Oh, how much is congestion pricing? It's $9. $9 a day. But if you don't have Easy Pass, it's $12.50, $13.50. So have an Easy Pass so they know that they can follow you around and track all your movements. And it's everything will drive around the congestion zone and don't pay it, but once you enter the zone, you pay for it. And there have been people trying to hack the system, trying to get around congestion pricing. I don't think it's going to work, but if you're driving around a car every day, is $9 really going to hurt you? Just take the train. It's not that bad. Yeah, $2.25 overnight. That's where I think that's where the bullshit is there, Cliff. I don't think the congestion charge should be charged overnight. I think that's bullshit. From like 2 in the morning to like 5 in the morning, there shouldn't be any charge. We need to incentivize truck traffic overnight. That's where I think it's bullshit. It shouldn't be 24 hours a day. And it also shouldn't be from, at least for personal vehicles, it shouldn't be for personal vehicles. Anyone who lives within the 5 boroughs, I think people who live within the 5 boroughs should be exempt from the charge. All right. Made it past the bike lane, not the street. All right, this is 6th Avenue. We're gonna look right down to where we were at the World Trade Center. Look at that sky. That's beautiful. Look at that, huh? Yeah, I think the congestion charge should only be during like working hours when the congestion is actually here. Like the overnight charge, that's where the grift is. For the overnight charge, that's where the grift is. Between 2 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock in the morning, there's nowhere near amount of traffic that justifies a congestion charge. And again, people who live within the 5 boroughs shouldn't have to pay the fee. Because there's plenty of transit deserts here in New York City where you do need a car, depending on what you do for a living. Also, I don't think first responders should have to pay for it either. So police officers and firefighters and sanitation, anybody in the medical field or teachers, they shouldn't have to pay. Good to see you, Larry. I will keep on trucking. I'll do my best to keep on trucking. That's what I do.
Yeah, what's that you want?
Well, yeah, that's my stance on congestion pricing. But look at this. Like, I'm kind of amazed. Like, there's a lot of parking spots. What's this guy doing? There's a lot of parking spots available. I'm kind of amazed by how many parking spots. Yeah, essential employees should be completely exempt. I think a lot of just city workers in general should be exempt because the nature of the job, you know, brings you around a certain way that is not really convenient taking a bus or a train all the time. So and again, people who work overnight, that's bullshit. So you see that, see the scaffolding, this white lights right there. That is Flatiron Building. That is Flatiron. Oh, at the photo care place. I always forget where this place is. Yeah, photo care. I never come here. I'm a B&H guy, but if I need wires, if I need some wires. And then across the street is the Toto dealership. That's where you get fancy toilets and whatnot. Fancy Japanese toilets can be found in there. The minute I could afford to buy a fancy Japanese toilet, like the first thing I do when I get 1 million subscribers and move into an awesome apartment, I'm getting myself a Japanese toilet that could clean my ass. Yeah, BH is usually closed on Fridays. So actually, they close early on Fridays, closed on Saturdays for the Sabbath. And also if it's like Hanukkah, they're gonna close for Hanukkah. Yeah, lofty goals, right? I will have no problem spending $11,000 on a toilet. The minute I could get myself a Japanese toilet, I'm all over that. Have you seen those toilets from Japan? They live in the future, man. They live in the future down there. Yeah, luxury pooping. They have like the air heater, like it dries your ass after it wets your ass. That's amazing. All right, this is Flatiron. We've made it, 5th Avenue, everybody. Oh, we made good time. We made good time getting down here. All right, this is Flatiron Building. Yay! See, it's all behind scaffolding because they are, as you see, every single window is like completely bright white light because they're basically gutting the interior. This is a landmarked building, so kind of can't go nowhere. But traffic here on 5th Avenue moving pretty good. My Gimble has about maybe a half hour left on its battery, so that's good. The external microphone is blinking, so that means it has probably another 15 minutes. Ah, I do not want cab. I am not hailing cab. Nah. All right, let's do it. We got weird art over here, guys. Let's enjoy the weird art. Weird and or interesting art coming up. We got to go around this way. Fifth Avenue does look, all the streets look different thanks to congestion pricing, yeah. I mean, the traffic is moving. It's not like a conga line of cars. You know, usually we have conga line of cars where it's just like a solid line of cars all moving down. Now there's like breaks in the traffic. Good to see you there, Miss Viking. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning on in. We got one more thing to show you before we call it a night. Ooh, it's a T-Mobile ad. Yay! It's T-Mobile. It's T-Mobile and the T-Mobile goodness. All right, here it is. We got these flower thingies here. But I think this light thing is sound activated. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Ba 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 ba. Oh, it goes. It reverberates. See? Every time I talk, ba 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 ba. See? It works. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, Kuma did this the other day. Look cool. Brrr. Brrr. There you go, guys. Fun lights. It's art, people. It's art. How long is this stupid thing going to be around for? They got no signage on it. Anyway, we had our fun, people. We had our fun. Let's end with a completely ruined view of the Empire State Building. Right, it's hypnotizing. Dr. Zeus-ish. Oh my goodness, humans. Wasn't that fun? Is a 3-hour live stream long enough for you guys? It's a 3-hour, look at that, they just ruined the view of that beautiful building. Anyway. This should be a landmark view. Did you guys enjoy this? I hope you did. If you enjoyed this, make sure to smash that like button. What did we end at today? 365! That's a beautiful thing. Oh my goodness, thanks for getting us to 365 likes. Thank you so much for finding the channel, McGriffin. Let me do the big thank you now before we go. Our new thing for the show, where I thank all of the super chatters. I want to thank Liz. Liz, thank you so much for your PayPal, and everybody else who did a big PayPal. Thank you guys so much for that. And let's see, we got to thank, of course, we got to thank Steve Cruz with a big $50 super chat. Robert Gilmore gifting a membership to Dutch Miles Plus. Thank you so much, Robert Gilmore. For Reals with a $5.99, a €6 super chat. Thank you so much, For Reals, with the €6 super chat. Rush Fan with a big $5 super chat. Much appreciated there, Rush Fan. Michelle King with a big $5 super chat. And Michelle King, thank you so much for being a channel member for the last 36 months. Nadine Smith. Nadine, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Neville Luna, thank you so much for that $2 super chat. And Diana Lee with a big $5 super chat. Thank you guys so much for your support. All 375 of you for hitting that like button. It is deeply, deeply appreciated. What more can I say? That it's time for me to get some dinner and get warm. So from the Flatiron Building here in the Flatiron District here in Manhattan, New York City, this is Dutch Mons signing off. Have a fabulous New York day, whether you can afford to live here or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish those moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. Stay warm, stay dry, and stay safe out there, folks. And I will see you on the next one. Take care, kids. Bye-bye.